Hi, I'm Frank J. Oteri, the composer of Already Yesterday or Still Tomorrow, an orchestra piece being given its first performance by the South Dakota Symphony under the direction of Delta David Geyer. As you can see from my living room where I'm recording this, I love books. I love language almost as much as I love music. In fact, I often say that I write music about language, and I also write language about music. I frequently write about music and talk about the music of other composers. And music and language are the two things that inspire me. So I frequently write vocal music. But there are no words in Already Yesterday or Still Tomorrow, except for the title, which comes from a line from a poem by the African American poet Lorenzo Thomas, which I chanced upon in a bookstore in New York City before the pandemic. That line haunted me once we began quarantine and lockdown, and once I remained in my apartment. It felt that every day was somehow the same day, and that the linear experience of time was somehow broken. So, how to convey in music the sense of time no longer being linear? It's a contradiction. Music always moves in linear time. I sat at the piano and played with two 6-note chords. Those two chords contain all 12 pitches in 12-tone equal temperament. They sound tonal, yet they function somehow beyond tonality. In fact, they're even a 12-tone row, even though they don't quite sound like one. So, by using those two chords as the harmonic movement behind this music, I somehow was able to give it a sense of always going somewhere, but not quite getting anywhere. But then on April 3rd, I learned that my mother died from the coronavirus in a nursing home. The next morning, I woke up and went to the piano, and all I could do was play this dirge-like music. I felt I really couldn't work on this piece of music anymore. I spent months not being able to do anything. Every time I sat at the piano, only playing at dirge-like music. And then toward the end of the summer, it dawned on me that both of these things were part of the same piece of music. As soon as I realized that those two 6-note chromatic chords and that sad, minor sounding dirge like music were part of the same piece of music, Already Yesterday or Still Tomorrow literally began to compose itself. I came to my back workroom, opened up my computer, and started notating and orchestrating, deciding that each time those chords came back, they would be in a different section of the orchestra. First the strings, then the winds, the brass, even the percussion section got those chords at some point. And then there was always some contrasting material. And yet, through all of that, music speeds up, it slows down, there are measures of silence, but the meter never changes. It's always in 5 beats per measure, always steady, yet somehow unsettling. I wanted the piece to begin with a loud cymbal crash, which is the way pieces of music usually end. In a way, this is music beyond the ending, in search of a new beginning.